Hi, my name is Sean Joyce, and today I will be presenting on the logic of citations. So let's talk about first what is a citation. The Columbia World of Quotations defines it as the practice of systematically indicating the origins of thoughts, ideas, knowledge, and words that one uses to author a report, essay, article, etc. And then we can talk about some of the history throughout time, kind of like language. It started with like an oral history, which not really a need to citate a source, moving into ancient scripts, which often had small audiences and didn't really need to citate since they knew the context which the author was writing about. But the turning point turned at when the invention of the printing press, therefore bigger audiences and a needed to citate and um, attribute where you got that information, such as like the importance of intellectual property. Kind of like history, citations can play just like language, a game of telephone in which the first author remembers this quote as the only thing that doesn't change is the fact that everything changes by Janice R. Walker, while the original quote came from a Greek philosopher of the name Heraclitus. And that quote comes as change alone is unchanging. As you can see that these two are different. Um, some other like changes within citation is they have associations like MLA, which is typically more for humanities such as English and philosophy, versus APA formats or the American Psychology Association, which is designated for more sciences. And it can also include different sources, like PDF, JPEG, CD, radio, television, um, or more. What we commonly are attuned to is Microsoft Word. One of the other authors gives us context to things about some elements of citation, such as the information of the author, which is important. Like Tom Holland spoiling a movie is more credible than a fan article speculating what happens in the movies. And then moving on to like title, which is important detail of what the media is about, such as The Guardian of the Galaxies explains that movie is about Guardians of the Galaxy. But this may vary between versions, such as Guardian Galaxy 2 has different contexts, such as villains, story arcs, such as those things. And it is also important to notice who publicated the media, as Marvel Studios publicated these, and it is known that that is the movie studio that releases movies about Marvel Comics. And then the date of access. So we access this information today, November 31st, 2025, but its importance to when you've accessed that information. And in conclusion, it's important to take these things to like importance of future careers. It improves our reputation within the academic environment and improves our academic skills. Thank you for listening to me talk about the importance of citation.